Solving one-step equations. All equations contain three general parts. They contain a symbol, which we call a variable. We call it a variable because its value varies depending on the equation. All equations also have an equal sign, and they usually contain numbers that do not have letters next to them, which we call constants. To solve an equation, you want to isolate the variable by performing opposite operations. Our first example is 6 equals x plus 18. What we're doing right now is adding 18 to our variable. The opposite of adding is subtracting. So we want to subtract 18 from both sides of the equation. Whatever you do to one side, you always want to do to the other side. So we're going to subtract 18 from both sides. When we subtract 18 from 6, we get negative 12. And when we subtract 18 from 18, we get 0, leaving us with just x on the right side. Negative 12 equals x. And we usually should write our variable on the left side. So we get x equals negative 12. The mathematical property that allows us to flip the two sides of the equation is the symmetric property. Symmetric property tells us that negative 12 equals x is the same thing as x equals negative 12. Next example, we've got x minus 7 equals negative 27. So on this example, we're subtracting 7 from our variable, so we want to do the opposite, which is add 7 to both sides of the equation. When we add 7 to the left side of the equation, we'll just be left with x. When we add 7 to the right side of the equation, we get negative 20. So we get x equals negative 20, and that is our solution for this example. Next example, we have negative 30 equals negative 3 times r. For this example, we're multiplying our variable by negative 3. So we want to do the opposite. Opposite of multiplying is dividing. So we want to divide both sides by negative 3. When we divide the left side of the equation by negative 3, we get 10. When we divide the right side by negative 3, negative 3r divided by negative 3 is just r. And again, the symmetric property tells us that 10 equals r is the same thing as r equals 10. So 10 is our solution for this equation. In our last example, we have negative 12 equals n divided by 13. Again, the opposite of dividing is multiplying. So we want to multiply both sides by 13. When we multiply 13 by negative 12, we get negative 156. And then we multiply the right side by 13. We get n over 13 times 13 over 1. 13 times negative 12 is negative 56. When we multiply the two fractions on the right side of the equation, the 13s will cancel, leaving us with n over 1. Any number over 1 is just the number or the term in the numerator. So we get negative 156 equals n. And again, using the symmetric property, we can rewrite that as n equals negative 156.